With the upcoming robbery coming our way this season when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wrongfully robs Nikola Jokic of this year's MVP award, I wanted to dive into what I believe to be one of the biggest robberies of all time for any award in NBA history. And the fact that LeBron James got this award just makes it even better, because would it put a stain on his resume towards the GOAT debate? Who knows? I want to get into 2003 to 2004 Rookie of the Year voting and why it should not have been LeBron James and should have instead been Carmelo Anthony, who was by far better in 98% of things that LeBron James did and also led his team to the playoffs. We all know the legendary 2003 NBA draft. The top 5 is really what stands out at the end of the day, where LeBron James, Darko Milicic, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade all competed together to be the number 1 overall pick, and it just really wasn't that close. LeBron James is far and away the greatest talent that anyone has ever seen, and what filled out the rest of the draft was a bust, sort of, in Darko Milicic, who gets a lot of slack, but he played 10 years in the NBA, so he's really like Laquan Treadwell, if you know who that is in the NFL, but that's for a different video. Carmelo Anthony was the 3rd overall pick to Denver, which is who we're really going to get into. Chris Bosh was number 4 to Toronto, the Raptors legend, kinda sorta, and then Dwayne Wade was the 5th overall pick to the Miami Heat. Now, the only 2 people that I really want to talk about today is Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James, and that's because if we really take a deep dive into the numbers, we understand that LeBron James was not a better player than Carmelo Anthony in his rookie year. And we can look at this very simply by using base stats and also team record to make the assumption that Carmelo Anthony should have won Rookie of the Year. I'll go ahead and throw a picture of it up on the screen, but these are their head-to-head stats for their rookie year. Carmelo Anthony was 2-0 against LeBron in the regular season. Carmelo Anthony played in every single game. He averaged more points, more rebounds, less assists by 3, which does hurt, but that just wasn't his game. He was more of a scorer. He averaged 0.4 steals less, 0.2 blocks less, so very close. He shot more efficient in every single aspect. BPM and VORP is higher for LeBron, which does make sense because he did have more opportunity. He was more of the star player on that Cleveland Cavaliers team. While you can make the argument that Carmelo Anthony had more help, which is not ridiculous to say, Carmelo Anthony definitely was on a barely better team. Barely. I mean, who are you really looking at as his help? Like Nene? Are we really going to call Nene his help? Are we going to call Marcus Camby his help? You know, I don't know. Chris Anderson? You're probably not going to call any of those his help. Andre Miller's a fine player, but he definitely had a more talented roster somehow on that Nuggets team than LeBron did on the Cavs. But the problem that I have is when we look into the voting. LeBron James received 508 total points to win Rookie of the Year, including 78 out of a possible 118 first place votes to become Cleveland's first rookie honor, which is ridiculous. We already saw the stats. We saw the statistical averages. Carmelo Anthony, is it close? Yes. But was he better? Yes. He was also more efficient. And the biggest piece of information that we can dig into is the fact that Carmelo Anthony's Denver Nuggets made the playoffs. Back in the day, it was a 17 playoff, and LeBron James' Cleveland Cavaliers finished 35-47, which was good for, I want to say, 12th in the East. I want to say that was 12th in the East. So that was really bad. Like LeBron, you're not going to expect him to flip an entire franchise around in 1 year, but when you're in a Rookie of the Year race, you want to see someone who's going to make an immediate impact. Did he make an immediate impact? Sure. But was it leading your team to the 6th seed in the West immediate impact? No. Carmelo Anthony led the Denver Nuggets to the 6th seed in the West in the 2003 to 2004 NBA season, where they would take a first round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who were the best seed in the first round. They would lose 4-1. Carmelo Anthony played fine, but he was mega inefficient from the field. He only shot 18% from 3, 33% from the field. He was super inefficient. But Rookie of the Year is a regular season award, and throughout the regular season, Carmelo Anthony led the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs. Carmelo Anthony deserved this award, but he only accumulated 430 points, including 40 first place votes, which were the remaining out of the 78 out of 18. So it was really a two-headed race between LeBron and Carmelo Anthony, and Dwayne Wade wasn't really in this conversation. Dwayne Wade was very good. He ended up in 3rd with 117 points in the balloting. He didn't get a first place vote, and it makes sense that he didn't. He wasn't really on the level, and he wasn't really on the storyline path that these two were on. Both of these kids were 19 years old coming in the NBA on 2 struggling franchises. Both of them needed to make a difference. Carmelo Anthony, of course, spent 1 year at Syracuse. LeBron James was, of course, out of high school, so LeBron was younger. But my main problem is that the only reason why LeBron got this award was for the narrative. LeBron James was supposed to save Cleveland, Ohio. He was supposed to be the kid from Akron that would take Cleveland back to the promised land. But the problem is that if we're just going to give him awards because of storyline, then he's not deserving of it. He is just not deserving. And my main problem with when we vote like this, when we vote based on storylines and we vote based on voter fatigue, it sways debates and it sways discourse within the NBA community. If we voted correct every single year, Nikola Jokic would probably be a 5-time MVP. If we voted correct, Giannis Antetokounmpo would probably be a 3-time defensive player of the year. If we voted correctly, Victor Wembanyama will win the next 10 MVPs. I mean, not MVP. Well, maybe MVPs, but for sure defensive player of the year. That's when you vote correct. When you vote correctly, the best players stack awards. I understand it might be boring to you to watch Nikola Jokic win 5 straight MVPs, but boring in what sense? Boring Boring in what sense that he's been dominant throughout his entire NBA career? Boring in the sense that he has 5 MVPs and he's now in the GOAT conversation? I think that we just use voter fatigue and we use storyline voting in order to promote our agendas, which doesn't help NBA discourse. Because then all of a sudden, instead of arguing over, oh, but he has more MVPs than him, but then it gets into he deserved this MVP more than him. It's like how Shaq believes that he deserved the MVP over Steve Nash. Is that true? In my opinion, no. But that's what storyline voting ties into. It ties into awful discord. Carmelo Anthony should have been the rookie of the year in 2003 to 2004. He earned it. He deserved it. He led the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs. No one deserved it more than him. LeBron James was very close. Do not get me wrong. This is not me calling LeBron James bad. This is not me saying, oh, LeBron, you are dead awful. You don't deserve anything in terms of success or anything in terms of acknowledgement for your rookie year. That's not true. Okay, I love LeBron. LeBron's a great player. And there is, of course, an argument for him now to be the greatest of all time. But the thing that I have a problem with is now we can't add this second storyline into the discourse of him and MJ being the GOAT. What if LeBron didn't win Rookie of the Year? What if LeBron didn't have that award? How would that affect the GOAT debate? How would it? It's a serious question. How would him not having Rookie of the Year, not being the best rookie in the first year out of his draft class with all those expectations, how would that affect the GOAT debate? I think it would affect it personally. I think that it would give MJ a bit more of leverage, but I think that LeBron James should not have won Rookie of the Year. Voter fatigue and voting for storylines is ruining the NBA, and Carmelo Anthony should be the rightful holder of the 2003-2004 NBA Rookie of the Year.